YouTuber.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
Well, I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Snap it to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They'll run for it on 4th down. The Tide will get the first down. You think the head coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the right. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players, and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He looks that one in nicely. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over.
To catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hubbard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
It's only one play that this nigga run a lot that I'll be like, damn, that nigga, he know what I'm talking about.
Trying to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I tell y'all, you know it's funny, y'all talking about two separate plays.
I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the books.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's
Man, me and Mari talked about this shit today.
Not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon is ahead early right now. Years past, they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by a field goal over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I probably got like 4 niggas, bro, and that's really my secondary.
They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Russell to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Tigers want to move quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the rest.
And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The give to the tailback. And it's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just...
Everybody don't want to get the pill now.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
31, that was that nigga first game fumble.
Learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Yeah.
Listen to this crowd just
Nigga, what?
shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's
Niggas
open
don't
down
run.
the field, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and
Nigga
10.
fry.
Now they'll run the draw.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Farr. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks.
Yeah, I can't tell. This nigga got a deep. Oh, not with on.
He's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
What the hell is it?
Got stuffed on 1st
We
down
lost
and
at home. I
2nd
think
and
he
10.
might was a home game.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if you were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These DBs going to get a little cushion. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. They're working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I really like Bob.
There, Jesse, on 2nd down. This little 3rd to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter, giving him a run pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at
He got the kick return, but I was waiting to see what them boys was talking about.
Long drive offensively. I just feel like they got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field for a missed.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Slips through the line. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I gotta give me these options to get stuff to the line.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback down, breaking the field. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Yeah.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters
Like
here.
that,
Time
I
to
don't
go
really
together.
need much. I need a block. I don't do it though.
Ready to start the second
Like
half.
that's like the first time I done did that. I don't really have to do it much with people. Yeah, my starting center out right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he
Nah, I just don't want to put Buddy back in.
stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On second down, he'll fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll reset the down marker. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You run them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going over the top.
You going 14?
Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
He's in the hill.
I love when you back the defense off of me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a
Shit, I can't score on the 1 yard line. Shit, I got a ball tight on that head.
Impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That's mad, man.
They'll keep it on the ground.
That's mad, dude. Oh.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
No, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Split up and
from back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely.
OG.
And now the offense will come on the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Trap
That'll be a
jackass.
loss of 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbed.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Now improvising. The throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Alabama!
You come down too fast, bro. I really don't be trying to run, bro. That's not what I like to do. I really want to pass the ball.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hubbard. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone.
I mean, it's the phone.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now.
I was moving there, telling it like that. I wouldn't cut in so hard.
Just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Off play action. Buys a little extra time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him.
Hey, cuz, what nigga from Plant going to North Carolina?
That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.
40?
3rd interception of
Huh?
the day. A veteran in this defense.
Yeah, 6'7". He like 6'7".
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways. They
Yeah.
gained as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play.
Huh.
Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
From the gun, running back gets
That's on me. That's on me.
That's
on me, y'all. I'm sorry.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, no, I was just asking, bro. Cause a nigga told me a nigga from Plant. You going to North Carolina.
I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the block. I got to understand all the zone read.
Nigga told me, nigga, height inside. I'm like, hold on.
All the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4.
What happened? Oh, you talking about this basketball?
Quarterback and his intended target both being on the
That's
same
Bethune,
page.
because I don't know why he like
perfect on that
Bethune.
play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down.
It's Bethune. I don't know why he like.
with the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ooh. Hey, North Carolina gonna be good, bro. Nah, I've been telling you, North Carolina gonna be good. They was already a decent school. So now they about to take another step, bro. I guess.
Quarterback keeping and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Who?
17, LSU 10.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Direct snap. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short ball, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation.
He's definitely not liking that game.
This offense was ready for this opportunity.
And
I
that's
think
the
they're going to
stride,
right here.
He'll do it himself. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
On 1st down from their own 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And
that boy thought he had a clean foul.
Call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He finds his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag,
Nah, not in the same decade. Not in the same decade.
Rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Nah, 2 different decades.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, he should have threw that curl. Peach.
Penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly. And
Hey, nigga fried.
Defense, really nice job.
The block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot.
He'll
Nigga
try to
fried.
throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch on the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be down.
They were running him for doing a whole bunch of foolishness, bro.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Oh, I got stuck.
The end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope
Then again.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here
Yeah.
in the
I don't
fourth.
see how I
Let's go to
cannot
the
score
studio
on the
now
1
and
yard
check in
line.
with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to
Fucking
get
Tennessee
every
beat got
but
beat.
today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got it in the middle. It's Turbo.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Now on second down. Leads him with the back. Alabama will get the first down.
And I don't care if I get... by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Getting to the
What are you doing?
This is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, he threw it back.
This will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nah, the way I was holding, I thought he was throwing somewhere else.
Grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They bring him down. He's going to
I've
lose
seen him.
on that one. This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football.
Oh, but that's it.
Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a
Ooh, the curl was wide open.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Niggas, y'all gotta understand, and that's why I tell you, everybody's progressions be different. Niggas be reading whatever the fuck they read out the gate.
And avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision making by the
Nah, I ain't gonna go on the
right? You
OT.
don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Outside zone.
Win with the running game on first down now.
So yeah, like my quarterback is not that good. Y'all gotta understand this. He is a nice runner.
Pass on 2nd down. Trying to beat the DD. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead.
Man, fucker, out.
Down. From the gun, wants to pass.
They
Looking
lost.
to scramble. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points
Nigga,
on the board
what?
on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the court.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a big return after
He was back there holding the ball. I don't know what my defense was doing. And my D-line was doing. I mean, I don't know who he thought he was running at.
Guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his
Hey, y'all niggas is fried, bro.
The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
What happened?
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down.
I just had to even it up.
Line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It'll all be decided right here.
He should have called a timeout.
Lose on this kick. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Huh?
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this. And that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations.
LSU ass. Tennessee done lost.